In his last week in office, Joe Biden is making a farewell tour of speeches to try to put a shine on his legacy. It would be a tall order in any event, but because the president is a perpetual screw-up, his effort is going off the rails. Instead of polishing his record, he is inadvertently highlighting what a total failure he has been and why voters were right to elect Donald Trump. Even as Biden paints himself as a big success, a Gallup survey captures the truth: large majorities say America has gone backward in key areas during his watch. These include the federal debt, immigration, the economy, crime, and the U.S. position in the world. The contrast is striking but familiar. The White House and Democrats spent much of the last 4 years denying what Americans could see with their own eyes. Remember when Bidenomics was working, inflation was transitory and the border was secure? Maybe the president and his party should have listened to the public instead of trying to fool it. Crossings to bear. Take Exhibit A, the border. On day 1, Biden began fulfilling his campaign promise to dismantle the security protections he inherited from Trump. You know, all those racist, inhumane, heartless barriers Hitler put up to keep out hard-working, innocent immigrant families who deserved to be here. Immediately after taking the oath in which he pledged to unite America, Biden began dividing it by throwing open the border door and rolling out the welcome wagon to the world. In his first 100 days, he issued 94 executive orders on immigration and the border, nearly all making it easier for illegals to cross into the United States or more difficult for officials to deport them. "Come on in," he said, and come they did. Endlessly. In anticipation of his largesse, the crowds waiting to claim asylum immediately swelled in Mexico and caravans formed throughout Central America. The result has been an invasion of foreigners unlike any ever seen in our nation's history. Biden's own administration reports that Border Patrol agents had more than 12 million encounters with illegal crossers during his term. That's 4 times as many as the 3 million encounters reported in Trump's first term. And the 12 million doesn't include as many as 2 million additional gotaways who made it into the U.S. without being stopped. New York and other large cities effectively became border towns thanks to the unvetted influx, with state and local taxpayers shelling out billions upon billions to provide housing, food and health care. And don't forget the predictable outbreaks of crime. Yet here was Biden on Monday, telling White House reporters that illegal immigration sharply declined after he took office. Let's get something in mind about the border. "When I became president, the numbers came way down," he claimed. There wasn't a smidgen of truth in that, and fact-checkers would have gone crazy if Trump spun a yarn half that big. But when it's Biden, or any Democrat, crickets. Putting the con in congestion. Reader Colette Curry smells a rat. She writes, "So Uber and Lyft gave millions to our elected officials and lobbyists to legalize congestion tolling. It just proves once again that New York has the best politicians money can buy."